a man with a 3-decade fixation on presenter Emily Maitlis wrote to her while in prison for attempting to breach a restraining order against her, claiming it was she who chased him while they were at university together. Edward Vines, 52, is accused of 8 counts of attempting to breach a restraining order first given over a decade ago by sending letters to the ex-Newsnight presenter, 51, and her mum, Marian, between May 2020 and December 2021. The trial resumed today at Nottingham Crown Court, after it was halted last year due to Mr. Vines not receiving his medication. Ian Way, prosecuting, told the jury, "This case has a long and unhappy history. For a period in excess of 30 years the defendant has demonstrated what we say is a fixation with the BBC journalist and broadcaster Emily Maitlis, who he met at university in the 1989. Mr. Way then went on to explain how Vines was first convicted of harassing Emily in 2002, resulting in him being handed a restraining order. He explained that after a breach in 2008, a fresh restraining order was given in 2009, which stopped Vines from not only contacting Emily but her children, husband and parents too. Since that time he has again systematically and with increasing frequency breached and attempted to breach the order 12 times, involving 7 separate prosecutions excluding this case," Mr. Way told the jury. In 2020, Vines, on HMP Nottingham, was handed a prison sentence after pleading guilty to 2 counts of attempting to breach the order, by writing a letter to Emily's personal address. In the letter he said he was troubled by Emily's treatment of him at uni, that he was in love with her, and accused her of lying about him in the original proceedings in 2002, Mr. Way said. It was while at HMP Nottingham for these offences that Mr. Way wrote the letters which are the focus of the current trial. The letters were intercepted by staff at the prison before reaching Emily and her mum, as Vines is under a public monitoring list, due to him being banned from contacting particular individuals. In several of the 8 letters, Vines put forward the theory that Emily was interested in him as a boyfriend at Cambridge University, and did not realise that he was in love with her, causing the journalist to turn against him and allege falsehoods about him. One letter written to Emily, and read out by Mr. Way, said, "You scorned me and we have never spoken about it. You suddenly changed and stopped being friendly to me, meanwhile I was in love with you, so it hurt. Now I can only suppose you were keen on me too." When Vines didn't own up to his feelings, "You rallied against me in a fit of pique," the letter said. "You lied to get me convicted because you didn't want to talk about the reason for the change. If I hurt you a great deal it's because I am shy and sensitive and I was in love with you." One letter to Emily's mum said he realized that in 1996 that she was keen on me and got tired and bored that I didn't express my love to her. Another stated Emily was chasing me as a boyfriend and she fancied me. Others stated that he would not stop writing until he found out why Emily changed her attitude towards him in 1990, writing in one letter, "I will never give up trying to see you to sort out what went wrong. All I have ever really asked is some honesty about your feelings to me in 1990, he wrote. He alleged that he is not a schizophrenic stalker, but someone maligned by the criminal justice system, the newspapers and the police, adding he will not stop contacting you without a fair trial. The trial continues.